I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in Sheffield here for the media workout, head of Dalton Smith and Sam O'Mason. I'm joined by IBF King Sonny Edwards. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm all good, Kugan. I'm all good. I like it when I don't have to leave the city for some boxing. It's good. It's good.
Let's talk about the card. Obviously, a lot of people you know and involved with are on the card this week. Let's talk about Dalton Smith. Big opportunity for him here in Sheffield. British title on the line.
Yeah, first of all, I think it's one of the best cards we've had domestically this year. Great job by everyone involved. Eddie Hearn, the zone, Matchroom. They're doing a fantastic job around here. They really are. You've got Dalton Smith on his first headline, bringing big-time boxing back to Sheffield. I mean, I think I've been at a few of the events in Sheffield the last few years. It's not been the most buzzing city, I think it's safe to say, but I don't know. It seemed to have been hard work getting more tickets for the fighters from about 3-4 weeks out in our gym. And I'm not no boxing expert, but if you can't get any more tickets to sell, that's usually a good sign, you know what I mean? Junaid Bostan as well, not Bostan, making his second appearance as a pro, first big show. Another one to be very, very excited about. Very, very talented. Arguably, like I've said on record previously, one of the most talented fighters I've ever trained alongside. The things he can do naturally and without trying, experienced champions can't. Like, genuinely, he's that good, but it's just about staying switched on and turning into a professional fighter. And Nico Leveas as well, the Mansfield man, the third of the Steel City trio, the spine of the show. Yeah, we're buzzing that they're, you know, Steel City boxing having their first show. Steel City gym, you know what I mean?
Sonny, can I ask you to, could you stand still? Because you're, sometimes moving out of the shot and doing that.
Killing me.
Is that all right?
It's my ADHD.
You're a mover, but, you know.
Yeah, it's my ADHD. I'm going to really try hard not to move my legs from now on.
Okay. You're being very nice about the promotion, so I'm assuming that things are going well ahead of a potential fight with Martinez in Mexico.
I mean, so far, so good. A few I's and a few T's. Some box ticking exercises. Yeah, so far as I know it, everything's on track. The fight should happen next. I mean, if it doesn't, I'd be very, very disappointed, surprised, and probably a whole other range of emotions. But yeah, it's looking good, it's looking great. Like I said before, it doesn't really matter where I go. I think there's a few options as it stands, so I think it's just wherever they think the fight's going to be biggest and pulling the trigger right now on you know, the platform, the promoter side. The fighters want it, the teams want it, the governing bodies, everyone's okayed it. So I don't think there's any other obstacle, it's just about where and when. Big R1, I'll be there in 10.
When are you hopeful this could potentially be confirmed and announced?
Huh?
When are you hopeful this could be potentially confirmed and announced?
However long these lot take to, you know, put a few sentences together and a few squiggles together, I guess. I don't know. Maybe ask your mate Eddie next time you see him. I don't know. If you ask me, I would have been saying, oh, I'm getting a contract on Monday for the last 3 weeks, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Right, well, when we see Eddie at some point this week, then we'll ask him together. That's what we'll do. So, I've spoke to you, but I haven't spoke to you on camera since, well, you've blown up Twitter a couple of times over the last week, but your sparring session, yeah, I know it's a bit old news now, but yeah, any regrets?
People just got to put it this way. One, I'm a human being, and two, if someone's been trolling and harassing you for 3-4 months, even to the point you've invited them a couple of times and they've not turned up, offered to pay hotel accommodation and just make a good day out for them, yeah. Turning up on a Saturday when I weren't in the gym, I had my kids, and I find out by a barrage of tweets and a picture, a selfie of him in my, outside my gym, and then tweet saying stuff like, £50, whoever gives me his address, and if he doesn't come, I'm gonna walk around the whole of the streets calling Sonny Edwards a coward. I had to go with it. Like, let's be real. There was a gun to my head before he turned up to my house, and something. I just thought I'd go down, do it in a controlled manner, and yeah, we all had a good laugh. He was a good sport. I didn't hurt him. I didn't try to hurt him, and yeah, maybe he and other people that watched it have maybe realised a little bit that there is a massive gulf between the physical abilities of someone that trains 6 days a week for 17 years to be a fighter compared to someone that thinks they punch hard or can have a go and has heart or tough or whatever they think. So I don't know. Yeah, it just was what it was. He was a good lad. We kept in contact, and yeah.
Do you think the message for people kind of you have these things with on Twitter is, hang on, let me go and try and do that, or hang on a minute, Sonny will call me out to come if they want to do that? And to be fair, like I said, no harm done at the end of the day, and you two guys have kept in contact. It was respectful afterwards, and you were respectful afterwards.
Yeah, and I think, don't get me wrong, I think he's maybe a sandwich short of a picnic basket, but he's a nice enough lad. He's just passionate and maybe just a bit crazy. I said to him, I was like, you're crazy, right? Like, you're crazy. And he was like, yes. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it just is what it is. Go on, shout out Fab Tangri. He's a good lad. Next question.
All right, well, listen, the workouts behind us, that was, by the way, if you could hear some thudding, that was Hopi Price on the pads behind us. But
it was making me jump, Cougs.
All right, well, listen, Sonny, appreciate a little.
Was that it?
Yeah, because I'm saving you for later, bro.
No more questions. No more questions.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, no. I thought you said to me, you blew up the internet a couple of times. So I thought he was going to ask me a couple of questions, but we're in the interview there, Cougs. It's fine.
Okay.
You don't ask the questions.
No.
You don't ask the questions that they want to know.
Do you want to talk about your situation from the other day? You'll feel free to do so, mate.
Nah, no comment.
No, I want to save you for later anyway. I want to save you for later.
That sounds so homoerotic. I'm not. I don't know what.
I'm just saying, it's not that way inclined, but I'm just saying I want to save you for later.
Yeah, can you stop repeating it, please?
You're going all out of focus. Are you like bobbing and weaving in the interview?
Getting close to fight mode, and you got to remember, right now I'm in enemy.
Just try for 30 seconds. Say that. Go.
I can't speak at the same time. Nah, but I'm in enemy territory right now, so I'm a bit more ready. You know what I mean, Cougs? So I can't, I'm looking in that mirror constantly just to see if, Eddie sneaks up behind me with a bag and puts it around my head and tries to get me to sign a rubbish contract. I know how this boxing game works. You not hear about fucking Triple D. You know what I mean? All these promoters, these boxing promoters.
Sonny Edwards, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and we will catch up with you, later on, but yeah, we'll speak in the week, mate.
No, go on, Cougar, go on.
My dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more
There's 5
times.
blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.